going on, Jerome's? So with Brian Flores in as new Vikings defense coordinator, it's time to fire up a brand new 7-round Vikings mock draft, and we're only going to be drafting defensive players. Now, I understand what you're saying. That's not realistic. Don't care. Don't care at all, man. I think it'll make Brian Flores happy, and hell, I mean, sign offensive lineman and a wide receiver too in free agency. Go ahead. But let's get this party started, and no trades. Just stick and pick. Quick little exercise. Going to exercise the demons. That's right. So, how can we get this to show up better? Whatever. It's close enough. All right. So, going for the draft so far, Will Anderson at 1. They couldn't trade down. Crazy. Will Levis, Murphy, Bryce Young to the Colts. Wow, he falls to 4. I mean, if you're Arizona, like, do you just consider Bryce Young and then try and trade Kyler when he's healthy? Maybe. Jalen Carter falls all the way to 5. Wow. Stroud to the Raiders. Richardson up at 8 to the Falcons. Brian Bruzzi. Witherspoon off the board going to the Eagles. That's just so stupid. That's so stupid, man. Van Eskorowski, Quentin Johnson. Oh, look at the Packers finally getting some weapons for Jordan Love. Tanner McKee. Wow. Washington out of nowhere with the folding metal chair. Michael Mayer to the Bucks. Cam Smith to the Chargers. Nolan Smith. Okay, so Vikings are on the board, and like we said, we're only focusing on defense. Ooh, Joey Porter's there. Trenton Simpson. I think Antonio Johnson's. So focusing on what Brian Flores is going to want. He wants man-to-man corners on the outside. He wants versatile safeties. He wants speedy linebackers, and he wants a dominant nose tackle. So that's a lot of things going on. Antonio Johnson, I love his versatility. I think he's sort of a poor man's Brian Branch in this draft. Siaki Ika is just a fantastic nose tackle. But, I mean, in this spot, I mean, the pick has to be Joey Porter Jr., right? Where you can make a good case that Joey Porter Jr. is the number one corner in this class. Size and physicality on the outside. I think absolutely alpha, dog 1, cornerback 1, just getting after it. Love the. I already love this draft, man. We're already good to go. We're off to the race. All right, next up, we are going to be into the 3rd round. Round the outside. I mean, there goes Benton. That kind of sucks. All right, so, Foskey's there. Tyreek Stevenson's there. Jacqueline Roy. Sewell is there. That makes a ton of sense. Herbig, yes. Jaylon Jones. Clark. Phillips. I mean, Phillips is a little bit undersized, so he doesn't really fit the mold per se, but I just want damn good players. That's why I want Duke Shelley in there. All right, so I'm going to go with Noah Sewell, where I think he's underrated as an athlete. I think he's got great size. I think that he would be just an absolute rock in the middle of the Vikings defense while Asamoah bounces around and does Asamoah type things. So we got our cornerback 1. We got a great linebacker on the inside. Sewell's just a fantastic leader too. Absolutely love him. As tough as his brother. Sewell brother bowl twice a year. It's going to be fantastic. So Tippmann's there. I mean, if this was a regular draft, I would go Tippmann, but it is what it is. All right, so defensively, Byron Young is there. Let's see here. Tavai. Pepo. Riley Moss. Riley Moss is pretty polarizing as a prospect, to be honest. I know he had a good Senior Bowl. All right, so what are we going to do here? Shot Torrance is there. Although, it seems a little bit early. Yeah, it seems like we're reaching there, but of course that hasn't stopped us in the past. I mean, in this spot in the 4th round, like if Haener is there from Fresno State, I mean, we're jumping on that. Also, it's Looney Tunes that Aiden O'Connell is above Haener here, but whatever. So Tavai is there. I mean, defense is sort of picked over right now. Byron Young does make sense. Actually, let's look at the overall defensive interior, guys. Come on, DI. There we go. All right, so Tavai, Slade, Martin. We could target. So I'm a big fan of Cameron Young. We could target him later on. Still looking for that nose tackle. Martin. All right. So we got the linebacker. Safety-wise, I guess it wouldn't be that much of a reach. Like if we wanted to go Torrance here. Because I know that there's a chance that he could be around at 160. Actually, what are we going to do? All right, so in this spot, do we go with the penetrator? Yeah. All right, so let's go with Tavai in this spot. And then hopefully we can snag Cameron Young a little bit later on. Also, I want to double down on corner. Because even though they got Booth and Evans, like I want as much. Pace is there. All right, so safety-wise. All right, so Dean is there. All right, we missed out on Torrance. It happens. I do like Dean. I like Pace, too. Are they both going to be around? Probably not. But we already do have Sewell and Asamoah. So in terms of... What do you do? Oh, Julius Brents. Hell. Screw it. Taking Julius Brents, the frickin' Condor. Huge wingspan. Love his versatility. DJ Turner's there, too. I mean, do we just go full secondary on this thing? I mean, we certainly could, man. Or, we could look at edge rusher. Although Darius Rush is there. I mean, do we just go 3 corners? And, like, Flores is just like, screw it, screw you? I mean, we could. All right, so Gay, Horton, Land. I mean, Brent Cox later makes sense. All right, so we're going to go Brenton Cox coming out of Florida. Going with the edge rusher, and then hopefully Cameron Young is chilling there at 201. Looking to grab our nose tackle. He might be off the board. There you go. Let's take a look. Oh, he's there. Otherwise, we would have gone DJ Dale. I think that he hasn't quite reached his potential that he showed at Alabama. Had a good Senior Bowl week. All right, so there we go. That is the Brian Flores 7-round mock draft. Let's see how we did. Overall, I'm pretty fired up about this draft. And it couldn't be too far off. I mean, the Vikings spend money and pick up like Nate Davis and Dalton Reis during free agency. Maybe Ryan Kelly gets cut by the Colts. Maybe they bring him in. Because, I mean, the offense is pretty much good to go. Obviously, you want to supplement. Maybe picking up another running back. Maybe picking up another receiving threat. All right, so they gave us a B overall. Joey Porter. I love the Joey Porter pick. Sewell, Tavai and Cameron Young are 2 really nice defensive line additions. I love Cox on the outside. But adding him to the edge rusher mix. Then Julius Brents, who had himself a great Senior Bowl. Love his versatility as well. I think you potentially could play him at some safety, or you could use Brents as sort of the Eric Rowe of Flores' defense. I think that would make a ton of sense. So, I mean, overall, obviously, this isn't how it's going to go down. They're not just going to use draft picks on defense, but Brian Flores would be smiling. This would be pretty damn good, man. But your thoughts on our thoughts. The Brian Flores 7-round Vikings mock draft. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.